future. See, the future is a funny thing. So when we grow up as kids, we think of the future and what we want to do and where we see ourselves, but we're just kids. See, for me as a kid, I wanted to be everything from an archaeologist like Indiana Jones and travel the world and go on exciting missions, to Emerald Lagasse, a master chef who owns a whole bunch of restaurants. See, and I didn't think that my fascination for electronics and electrical equipment would be anything more than just a weekend hobby for me. I was that kid that, you know, took things apart as a kid and liked to see how things work. But needless to say, that didn't go too well for me. Heck, I took apart the VCR growing up, but I forgot one major detail. I didn't know how to put it back together. But it wasn't until I joined the military that I found out that there could be more than just a fascination. I grew up. I realized that I enjoyed doing this. See, and I knew right then and there that I wanted to pursue a career in the military in that field. Who wouldn't want to retire at 40? Collect a retirement check the day you get out for the rest of your life, and still be young enough to go out and pursue a new career. Seemed to me that was a dream come true. That's what I was working for. You see, I was traveling the world, I was working in the job that I loved, and I was forging relationships with people who now I can really call family. But you see, something always stuck in my head. My parents, I don't know about yours, they always told me that, things change, life changes, life happens. You always have to have a backup plan. Well, see, for me, it wasn't until January 30th, 2008 that my plans changed. My life changed. And I finally realized that my parents were trying to tell me. You see, that was the day that I looked into those girls' eyes for the first time and realized that it's not about myself anymore. That my future and my goals were not for my personal gain anymore. See, life is funny. Just when you think you have something all figured out or planned out or whatever, life can just change in the blink of an eye. And if you're not prepared for those changes, it might be disastrous. But with just a little bit of planning and backup planning, it could help you really have a smooth transition through those changes in life. You see, for me, if you would have asked me 10 years ago where I saw myself in 10 years, which is today, I wouldn't have told you that I would have been a single parent raising 2 kids, not in the military anymore. See, I had no plan besides the original one that I thought I would have. I didn't have that backup plan. See, over time, I've realized that over the past 10 years, I would not change anything in the world for what I've learned, grown from, and matured. See, because when you ask me today where I see myself in 10 years, I'll tell you I don't know what the future holds. See, I've learned that for me, creating short-term, obtainable, and realistic goals will help me ultimately reach my long-term goals and plans. But the most important thing that I have in my life is not me. It's my children. You see, and all I can do is have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C to reach those goals. For example, I've just been offered a job in the federal government again, civilian side, however. Just because I might take the opportunity to go back into the federal government and, have job security. Who wouldn't want that? I'm not just going to go and say, well, I don't need school anymore because now I've got this great path I'm on now. No. What I'm going to do, although it might take a little bit more time than I originally thought, I'm going to still pursue my degree just as a backup plan. See, realizing that having goals and making a plan are good, things do change. Life changes. And everyone is different in how they handle it. But for me, what I've realized and where I see my future over the next 10 years is me ultimately obtaining goals of giving my kids a happy, healthy, and successful life moving forward. You see, the day that I had my kids, my future changed. Because it's no longer about me. It's about us. It's about them. And a future without them being successful and seeing them grow and learn is not a future that I want to be a part of. See, they're my future. They're my goal. And that's where I see myself in 10 years.